It was 2 a.m. The highway outside the city was silent, dark, and lonely. Only the hum of Harry's car and the whisper of the cold wind kept him company as he drove home from another long night shift at the call center. Every night felt the same, empty and lifeless, until that one strange night when everything changed. He saw her standing under a flickering streetlight. A young woman. Her white dress clung to her in the soft drizzle. Her long black hair was wet, sticking to her pale face, and her eyes were calm yet haunting, like she carried centuries of sadness behind them. Harry slowed the car and rolled down the window. "Hey, it's really late," he said gently. "You shouldn't be out here alone. Want me to drop you somewhere?" The girl turned slowly toward him and gave a faint smile. "Just a little ahead," she whispered. "I'm afraid to walk alone." Without another thought, Harry unlocked the door. She stepped in quietly, her presence sending a strange chill through the car. Her scent was like old roses and rain. Neither spoke for a while, only the sound of raindrops filled the silence. When they reached a small bridge, she said softly, "You can stop here." Harry looked around. There was nothing there. No house, no sign of anyone. He turned to ask if she was sure, but his voice caught in his throat. The passenger seat was empty. The door hadn't opened. The seatbelt still hung where it was. She had simply vanished. Harry didn't sleep that night. He couldn't stop thinking about the girl in white. But the next night, as he drove home again, she was there. Same place. Same dress. Waiting. He stopped the car. She smiled and sat beside him again, as if nothing strange had ever happened. They talked all the way down the road, about music, life, dreams. Her name was Lisa. Her voice was soft and slow, almost musical, and every time she spoke, the world outside seemed to fade away. Night after night, she waited for him. And night after night, Harry came. It became their ritual. His shift would end, he'd drive down that same lonely road, and she'd be there. Sometimes she'd laugh softly at his jokes. Sometimes she'd look out the window as if remembering something painful. One night, Harry parked the car under a dim streetlight. He looked at her with a grin. "You know, Lisa," he said, "we've been meeting for weeks. Let's take a selfie together, so I can see you even when you're not here." Lisa froze. Her smile faded, and she looked at him with an expression that almost seemed frightened. "No, Harry," she whispered. "You shouldn't." He chuckled. "Come on, it's just a picture. What's the harm?" For a long moment, she didn't move. Then, slowly, she leaned closer to him. Her face was only inches away when he clicked the picture. The phone's flash lit the car for a split second. Then darkness again. Harry looked at the screen. His smile faded. The picture showed only him, sitting alone in the car. The seat beside him was empty. Lisa wasn't there. He blinked, confused, his heart racing. What the hell? He turned toward her. Lisa was staring straight ahead, her face pale, emotionless. In the rearview mirror, her reflection caught his eye. Her pupils glowed faint red, like embers in the dark. Her voice changed, no longer soft and warm, but cold, distant, echoing inside the car. "Some things, Harry," she said slowly, "can't be captured by your world." The air grew freezing. The car engine died on its own. The lights flickered once, twice, and then went out completely. In the darkness, Harry could still see her reflection in the mirror. She smiled. And in that reflection, her mouth stretched unnaturally wide, revealing sharp, blackened teeth. Harry's scream was lost in the sound of the rain. The next morning, Harry woke up trembling. His phone still showed the selfie, only him in the car. He couldn't forget Lisa's words echoing in his mind. "Some things can't be captured by your world." He tried to ignore it all day, but as night came, his heart started to ache, a strange pull, like something calling him back. By midnight, he was already driving down that same dark road again, even though every nerve in his body told him not to. The fog was thick tonight. The moon was hidden. And then, just like before, he saw her. standing quietly under the flickering light, in that same white dress, her eyes glistening like tears. Harry stopped the car. Lisa walked toward him, her bare feet barely touching the ground. When she sat beside him, her voice was softer than ever. "You came back." "I had to," he whispered. "I can't stop thinking about you." Lisa turned her face toward him. Her lips trembled. "Harry, I wasn't supposed to meet you. I'm not like you." He took her hand. Her fingers were cold as ice, but he didn't let go. "I don't care what you are," he said. "All I know is, I love you." A tear rolled down her cheek, dark crimson instead of clear. "I died here," she whispered. "Years ago. I was on my way home. I was going to be a mother. The car crashed, and I never left this road." Harry's chest tightened. He looked ahead. The small bridge glimmered faintly through the fog. "Then set yourself free," he said softly. "I'll help you." Lisa shook her head. "I can't leave alone." The fog outside thickened, swirling around the car like smoke. The air turned heavy, and Harry could barely breathe. Yet he didn't let go of her hand. "Then I'll stay," he said. "Wherever you are." Lisa's eyes widened, in shock, in sorrow, in love. "Harry, if you stay, you'll never return." "I don't want to," he whispered. "Not without you." For the first time, she smiled, not the haunting smile he'd seen before, but a real, human one. She leaned forward and kissed him softly. Cold lips, soft and trembling. And in that moment, the car's lights flickered, and the fog burst inward, blinding white. The next morning, rescuers found the car crashed near the same bridge. The doors were open. The road was silent. Inside, two bodies lay side by side, Harry and a woman in a white dress. But the strange thing was, the woman's body looked decades old, like it had been dead for years. No one could explain how she appeared there, or why Harry's phone, found on the dashboard, had a new photo taken at 2:03 a.m. In the picture, Harry and Lisa were smiling together. Both looked alive, their hands entwined, glowing faintly in the mist. Since that night, some drivers say they've seen two figures standing by the bridge. A man and a woman, walking hand in hand under the moonlight. No fear, no pain, just eternal love in the cold night air. Because some love stories never die. They just wait in the dark, to be remembered.